Today we have an updated story about the mother-in-law that stole Christmas. So, I'm happily married and have a 2-year-old daughter. I love her with my entire soul and heart. Even when we were being very cautious, I got pregnant before our wedding. We were already engaged. It was different and sooner than we thought, but we started our family with joy. Some of my friends are married, but I'm the only mommy in the group. That means I've been missing trips, parties, social events, etc. with them. I don't really mind. A few time ago they were planning on going to a concert close to the city we live in. I mentioned it to my husband and he said you should go. He worked to convince me, encouraged me, said I deserve it because I've missed a lot of time with my friends and that he would take care of our baby. He also bought me the ticket and yeah, I went to the concert with my friends, all girls. I was always texting him, Skyping to the point he told me to stop and enjoy my trip. I did have a blast, and now I feel horrible about it. My friend stayed there a few more days, but I went back next morning to my baby and hubby. He was alone when he received me at the airport and my MIL was at our house when we arrived. She had seen a picture I was tagged in and ran to our place to take care of our daughter. My husband even had planned that day with fun activities for the two of them and she kinda ruined it. She started to tell me how a shitty mom I was because I abandoned my family to go partying, that my place was at home and things like that. My husband kicked her out immediately and he's been very supportive. I cried non-stop. The situation and her accusations made me feel really bad. Later that day I called my mom and told her what had happened. To my surprise she agreed with my MIL and also told me not to cry on her shoulder when my husband cheats on me because it would be my fault. Both grannies, but mostly my MIL, started to check on my baby as if she was neglected. My husband is mad. He begged both my mom and MIL to apologize to me. He even told his mother she's not welcome her until she does it. I originally posted this in the AITH sub and was recommended to also vent here. Comments made me feel a lot better, but some other moms direct messaged me telling me how a shitty mom I was indeed and that MIL is right. Update 1. A couple of days ago I posted here for the first time about my MIL and mom judging me for going to a concert and leaving my daughter with my husband for less than a weekend. Well, didn't think I would be posting here again and much less so soon. Things escalated quickly. Husband told MIL if she doesn't apologize she's not welcome here. Since the apologize is not happening, we did last-minute preparations to celebrate Christmas just the three of us alone. She came last night and hubby didn't let her in. He politely invited her to talk in the porch. She was raising her voice outside. I bet she wanted me to listen. I heard her say she can't apologize for saying the truth and that she's only looking for her grandchild's safety, that I need to grow up, WTF, and she's willing to teach me. MIL then proposed my husband could take our baby and pass by her house for at least a few hours without me in Christmas Eve, because I would be uncomfortable. That upset him a lot, of course. Husband said to her that there's no way we are going to her house this holidays even if she apologize. The problem, our daughter's Christmas presents were already at her house when this all happened. She used it against us, said our baby would be left without Christmas gifts if we keep playing this game, so, yeah, she's not giving them back to us. My husband's sisters keep texting me, because he's not answering them, as if it was my fault. They are asking me to talk to him so he can reconsider. They are blaming me and they hate me. I guess it's interesting how his brothers are not at all like this. Actually he keeps talking to them because there's no trouble with them. Hopefully one of them will help us to recover the presents. Oh, most controversial part, MIL said to my husband it shouldn't be a problem for me if he takes our baby in Christmas to visit his family without me, because a couple of hours away from my daughter are nothing compared to the trip I took for the concert, and also he showed he can take care of his daughter by himself. This last part was more in a mocking tone. WTF is going on shit. I just hope we can take those presents out of there on time. Edit. I don't know why my comments get blocked, but I'm reading them all and thank you. Let's see, we know our daughter won't notice anything. Actually we're not buying more presents, we're wrapping some of her toys, but it's a very shitty situation and I don't find it fair. That's what bothers me. The reason why we are even planning on doing this is what makes me angry. So, I am a terrible mother, but she ends up doing this. We are not picking the presents. My husband could go and try without us, as some suggested, but he doesn't really feel like stepping into his mother's house right now. He's upset, and even if he doesn't want to admit it he's also a bit sad, totally understandable. Calling the cops is really not happening, even if hubby would be willing to, sounds very extreme to me. And MIL would be getting more attention and drama and more reasons to attack me, because apparently everything we decide relies on me now. So, we are hoping one of my brothers-in-law can take the presents out and bring them to us. If that is not possible, then they can keep them. My husband doesn't really want to leave them there. Thank you for all your advices. It was already planned to wrap some of her toys, but I'm going out to buy more fun wrapping paper as some of you suggested. We already planned our evening with fun activities for our baby and will be more than good with our without the presents. Again, what really bother us is the situation, apparently. SALs are the same as MIL, I don't know what she has been telling them about me. In the other hand, BALs happen to understand the situation and that's why they are willing to help. I find that very interesting. Update 2, I didn't think we're getting back the presents, but this is a happy post. One day later, I don't really think we're getting the presents back from MIL's house on time, so I started to wrap some of our daughter's toys. We decided this because there's just no case, or budget, to buy more gifts if at the end we'll end up getting the others back later. Husband was so sure his brother would take them out on time, but things happened. He is still trying, but TBH, I don't want to keep playing this childish game, I'm tired of it. Anyway, when my husband saw me actually wrapping old toys he felt so bad, and I guess that also guilty, he ran to try to get something else. He got it cheap and weird, that's how he described it, kinetic sand and a pack of 10 little blocks. I think she's going to have a blast with this. We had a laugh with the sand because it really looks very suspicious. I fucking love him so much. Then he explained one of the reasons he didn't want to leave the presents at MIL's house is because my gift was accidentally left among them and now he has nothing to give me. Why is he so worried about this? Of course I told him that's not a problem. I get he's feeling bad and guilty about what's happening with his family and this just makes me hate MIL so much. So, I was wrapping the toys and my friends started to talk in our group chat. I sent a picture of what I was doing at the moment and that led me to explain what had happened with MIL. Long story short, they did a last-minute cooperation to buy our daughter a big present. 2 of them passed by our house earlier this morning to give it to me. I didn't know about this, they didn't tell me anything yesterday. I mean, they even took the time to go out and search for something despite the last-minute shopping madness in stores. I don't deserve them. I'm happy to know our baby is surrounded by the right people. Merry Christmas to you all. Update 3, one day later. Hello again, this is your concert girl once more. We didn't get the presents from MIL's house, but we did have a great Christmas. My hubby bought a cheap kind of kinetic sand, which ended up being more like just sand, but our baby had a blast with it, and a pack of 10 pink blocks. Also, when I told my friends about the MIL that stole Christmas, they decided to cooperate and bought a big present for our daughter. I had no idea what it was until she opened it. It's a very cute dollhouse and she hasn't stopped playing with it. It's already full of sand. My friends also brought us a wine, joking it was a must-need having a MIL like this. Well, they got it right because I'm finishing my 3rd glass as I write this. Baby is sleeping like a rock. This is important to make a contrast. Early in the morning my friends asked if our daughter liked the dollhouse, so I sent them a video and they were very happy to see her playing with it. Natural behavior. My mom called and asked about us and her granddaughter, also asked for permission to pass by to give her a present. I consulted it with hubby first and he said yes. Did we receive a call text from MIL or SILs? Hell no. Actually, during all this time fighting me, she hasn't even asked for our baby. My husband sent a Merry Christmas in his family group chat. I'm still there, because he didn't want to act like them. His brothers did call later. About the presents, my husband doesn't really want to go to MIL's house and I respect that. BALs wanted to come to our home and they are welcome to visit, so they fixed to bring the presents with them. So, we were cuddling in the sofa watching TV while baby was playing with her new toys, and old toys that she thinks are brand new, right next to us. Pictures were coming into the family chat non-stop, family pictures, children playing with their toys, food, etc. I know my husband is hurt and this made him sad. He took a picture of our baby playing and sent it too. In part he was sending a message. SALs immediately asked where did we take the toy house from, if they happened to have the presents, and hubby answered her aunties gave it to her. He had to explain the aunties are my friends, because they know I don't have any sister. Now, I fall asleep on the sofa and woke up to my husband cursing in another room. I stood up to check what was going on because this was intense and strange and I found him basically cursing to the screen of his phone. MIL and family were sending more pictures and guess what? SAL's kids were now playing with our daughter's presents. They opened them. He was boiling, but I told him to calm down because if we impulsively react it would get worse and sadly that's what they want. The 3 of us together had a beautiful Christmas and that's all that matters at the end. BALs came and stayed here with my husband for a while. He was a bit more relaxed when they left. Our daughter fell asleep very early and hubby suggested it was time to open the wine my friends gave us and we did. So we were in our bedroom just spending time, the two of us together, when Mil called. What a fucking timing. He answered the call after like the 10th time, and yeah, I'm here sitting in our bed filling my glass while he's fighting her. Here is a snippet of the one-sided dialogue that I could hear. She's not just my wife, but the mother of your granddaughter. No, don't you dare to step into our house. If you insult her, you insult me. No, shut it. She's a great mama. You stole your granddaughter's Christmas and now you are making up excuses? No, you lost your right to be her granny. She had a great Christmas, and not thanks to you or my sisters, thank you. And it keeps going like this. I'm watching it live, I can't hear what Mil say, but I'm following hubby with my eyes while he walks around the room telling her truths. I don't think they'll finish this call soon. For what I'm understanding, looks like SALs took personal the auntie's message and now they are offended. Good. Cheers, I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. I don't think hubby is going to help me finish this wine. ETA, he hung up the phone and looked so fucking devastated. He said he shouldn't have answered the call because this ruined our moment. I confessed I drank all the bottle of wine and he laughed. But there are a couple of beers in the fridge and that will work. I don't know if he's going to tell me everything right now or if he will wait until tomorrow. Still, gotta go now to take care of hubby and hug him until he struggles to breathe because this man here deserves everything right now, but I'm sure I'll be back. ETA 2, they started a war the moment they dared to open the presents. Hubby is fighting this before going NC with Mil and sister-in-laws. Because yeah, nobody messes with his little girl. Relevant comments and responses. Comment 1, you said the Christmas gifts were at Mil house and she wouldn't give them back. Were you storing gifts that you bought at her house or were they gifts that in-laws were planning to give? Either way, it was very shitty to keep your daughter's gifts, but on a whole different level if they were gifts that you purchased. What heinous bitches they are. Your daughter won't know the difference, but you and your husband surely will remember. Be thankful they showed the world who they are. God knows how she'll try to spin this. Shout what they've done from the rooftops. OP's response, we bought the presents. These were her Santa presents. They were at Mil's house because her grandchildren always open them there. When hubby said we were not celebrating Christmas at her house, she said she wasn't giving the presents back. We decided to ignore her. My husband didn't want to go to her house and then Bal said he would take them out but couldn't do it. And now they opened them. Oh, I think I haven't been fair to my mom in here. She already apologized, it took her 2 days. She called my husband and I wasn't around but he thought she was sincere. She talked to me too. Still, I haven't really talked that much with her, not as I used to. We usually visit her on the 25th, but this time we didn't. She called and asked if she could pass by to give our daughter a present, so she is putting a lot of effort. Both of them are blocked now. Comment 2, wait, so they let the other kids have the gifts you bought for your daughter? OP's response, yes, they fucking did. They were already wrapped and they let them open them. I guess I'll get more info about this when he finished the call. But yes, unbelievable, right? That is all we have of the Grandma Who Stole Christmas saga. I'll be sure to update when one becomes available. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to connect with each other in the comments below. Until next time, be kind, be curious, and I'll catch you in the next video. Until then, Corner Stories signing off.